Effective communication is the ability to convey information clearly and concisely while also actively listening and responding to others in a way that fosters understanding and collaboration. When you effectively communicate, you increase your influence, have better relationships, and feel fulfilled at work. Employers value employees who communicate effectively because it increases productivity and creates a positive workplace culture. Your overall resume can show your communication skills if it is well written and error-free. Individual bullet points can also directly include communication skills. Let's look at a resume bullet point that addresses effective communication. Talked to clients and team about design ideas and progress. Made sure everyone was on the same page. Most clients were happy with the results. This bullet point lacks a strong verb and specific details. The impact is that most clients were happy with the results, but does not include a metric. Overall, the bullet point could be structured better as one strong sentence. Let's look at a version that is well structured with a strong verb, specifics, and metrics. Effectively communicated design concepts and project updates to clients and ensured alignment, resulting in a 95% client approval rate and successful project completion. This bullet point has all the right components and emphasizes the candidate's ability to communicate clearly and effectively. In an interview, you might be asked, "Tell me about a time when you had to explain a complex concept to a person who had little to no background knowledge of the topic." When responding to a prompt like this, structure your response with the STAR method. Your response should provide details about a specific experience and focus on a specific thing you did or said to clearly convey information about a complex topic so that another person could understand. Let's look at a response to the prompt, "Tell me about a time when you had to explain a complex concept to a person who had little to no background knowledge of the topic."
We were called to a scene where an elderly woman had collapsed. After stabilizing her and preparing her for transport, I realized her daughter was very anxious. I had to explain things to her. I explained that her mother had likely suffered a cardiac event. By the time we reached the hospital, the daughter was much calmer.
This response uses specific experience and STAR for structure, but doesn't provide enough details about what the candidate specifically did or said to effectively communicate. The candidate told us they had to explain things and provided a result, but it's not clear that the candidate has strong communication skills. Sometimes, as you respond, you may realize you didn't fully answer the prompt. If this is the case, it is appropriate to say, "Let me try that again," or "I'd like to add." Let's see what that would look like.
I'd like to respond to that prompt again and elaborate on my communication skills. As I mentioned, we were called to a scene where an elderly woman had collapsed. After stabilizing her and preparing her for transport, I realized her daughter was anxious because she had little understanding of what was happening. It was important to communicate clearly about the situation so she could understand despite the lack of medical knowledge. I used non-technical language to explain. Instead of saying ventricular fibrillation, I said her heart had a problem with its rhythm, but we've helped it get back to normal. By the time we reached the hospital, the daughter felt more informed about her mother's condition and care. This experience reinforced the importance of effective communication, especially in high-stress situations.
Because the response provides more details and a specific example of the candidate's communication, the employer gets a better sense of their skills. The response also shares a lesson learned, showing how their communication skills are transferable.